Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Julia.
Hello, Richard.
How are you?
Good, thank you, and you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. It's nice to be back in Blighty. Well, I feel like I've been away, but you've been really away.
I've actually been out of Blighty.
Yes, you have been out of Blighty. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that we are late. Late as the late Arthur Dent kind of threat, you see. Yes, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had unforeseen technical difficulties, but don't worry, we'll tell you all about those. Some of them. But we are here, and fantastic, and it's lovely to be back, and presumably you are, where's the mouse? Presumably you are there. There we go, look, we've got Mark English, Pam Earnshaw, Nigel Sadler, Mark Selwood, Kushti Phil, Andy Ash, Kevin Hall,
Emily Champion.
Yes, Emily Champion. Who else we got? Nigel Sadler, Mark Selwood, Kevin
Andy
Hall,
Ash. Oh, you said Andy.
Teresa Dennis.
I don't recall seeing that name before.
Hello,
That's
Teresa
good.
Dennis. I don't think we've seen your
Hola.
name. Hola, Steve Blakey, Richard Suggett. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Facebook. It is 29th of June.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You have
Done it again.
Done it again.
Just want to share it to my page.
Yeah, we're going to share it. We're going to share, and share like, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody is looking tan. Yes, you've been to Spain.
Oh, I shouldn't be looking that tan. I was hiding in the shadows of the trees while I was hugging them.
Hugging them, mugging and fugging and dugging. That could have been rude, but it wasn't.
It was very nearly rude. It was just like,
I don't know what you're talking about, no. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon.
I hope you are.
I am begging your pardon. It's the 29th of June 2018, and I haven't had a chance actually to go and have a look and see how many members are in the group. There's probably quite a few in the old group. That's the what group is it we're talking about?
I don't know. I can't
Bald
think of any
Explorer
particular
group
that we might be interested in.
Yes, that's right, the Bald Explorer group. I'm just looking now, ladies and gentlemen, to find out exactly how many people we have got in there. 778. So that's not bad, but we were looking for 800 by the end of the month. How many days are there in June?
A few.
30 days has September, April, June. So we need... How many do we need? We need 22 members by the end of tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, end of tomorrow night. That's what we need. Yes, it's the Vobes show with the lovely Julia all the way from Español. Hey, Español.
Valencia.
Valencia.
España.
España. She, España.
No hablo español.
Yes. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of that classic Spanish song. Viva las... No, I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
There's quite a few Spanish songs.
There's probably quite a few, actually. So, anyway, Soren Diegelman says, hello, Julia and Richard. Hello to you.
Hello, Glenn Johnson, Timothy Wareham, Cynthia Julian.
Yep. Nigel
Wendy
Sandler.
Wakelin.
Wendy Wakelin. Hello, Wendy. Steve Pilford and Elaine Brazier and Ian Beddoes. There's many of them.
I'm trying to beat you to it, but I'm
I know.
failing.
Miserably. Now, you may have noticed something, ladies and gentlemen. We're donning hats. Donning them. We are
hats.
Jolly old wearing hats. And do you know why we're wearing hats? Did you know it's National Wear a Hat Day? Did you know that? Were you aware that it is National Wear a Hat Day? It may not actually be National Wear a Hat Day. I may have just made that up.
It should be.
It should be, because we're wearing hats.
We are hatted.
We are hatted.
We are mad and hatted.
Yes. We are very mad.
And bold and purple.
Yes, bold and purple. This should be called the Bold and Purple
The
Show.
bold and the purple.
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's Anne Evans has joined, which is very nice.
And Sarah Poole.
And
hello.
Sarah Poole and Teresa Dessa said, I send in the pictures of Arundel Cathedral flowers. Oh, did you? Oh, did you send them to the Bald Explorer group? Did you put them in there? Or did you send them to me personally? Because if you did, I'd been away. And I may have missed them. Linda Kane has arrived, saying good evening. Well, it's very good of you to arrive. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a number of things to discuss in today's show. As ever, we have spent some of the day, at least the last 5 minutes, discussing the nature and content of the show. Mm-hmm. We've spent the rest of the time twiddling our little thumbses. And we had a thumb... have you ever played Thumb Wars?
Yes.
Yes, we played it before, didn't we? Before.
That was before I did my wrist, didn't I?
Yeah, and now you can't do it.
I'm sure I could give it a go left-handed.
Left-handed thumb war. So we're going to have a quick... This is a live thing, never been done before on the Vobes show. A live thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're going to have...
Hang on.
Hang on, we're
Let me
just
move
moving stuff out of the way. So here we go. Because it's the best of 3 and the winner gets to do something. We have yet to work out what that bit is. So are you ready? How does it go? I declare... Oh, yes. One, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. And of course, I'm aware that you've just put varnish on your nails, so I don't want to.
Well, never mind that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just won a thumb war. What was that?
That was easy.
That was way too easy.
Yes, that was me letting you.
That was just the mock-up, right?
No. It's best of 3. Best of 3. I'm still pretty confident.
Don't be going easy on me because I'm a girl.
Yeah, you're a girl.
You're taking it easy.
You're a girl. Right, come on in. Oh, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
Yeah, easy. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've just won.
He has.
Thumb war.
Well done.
That was a bit mean, though, because I was using brute force.
Well, that's what I would do. So.
Yeah, but you didn't.
No, I didn't because I couldn't pull my thumb out because you had a good grip. So well done.
Yes. Best of 3.
High five. Because we're sad like that.
Best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. Best of 3. But we'll play the last hand just before we go. Leave people wanting more, you see. Leave them going, oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We got to stay to the end to find out who wins the thumb war. Cushy Phil says hello. Cushy Phil says hello. Cushy Phil says hello. And I believe Cushy Phil says...
Hello.
Yeah, we're going to say in Spanish.
Hola!
Because we're good at that. Kushti Phil says hello. And Mark Selwood says, evening, how's everyone going? We're just ignoring Kushti Phil because no one's hearing him. Hello! Hello!
Hola!
Hello!
Hola!
I think Kushti Phil is in some sort of cavern somewhere in the dark going, hello? Hello?
No, maybe it's that. Maybe it's just an echo coming back.
Echo. Hello.
That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Kushti, you need to put some padding on the walls.
Yeah,
put some, I don't know, some picture frames up. Get rid of the echo.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on the show to start with, nobody comes on this show empty-handed. So luckily, the lovely Julia came with some sweeties, and we could do with some sweeties. Woohoo!
From the dreaded. Nestle.
Oh yeah, dreaded Nestle. A bit of advertising, but we've chosen these because we obviously spent the day going around farmers markets, farm shops. We spent the day going into Sussex food producers, and we were trying to find that elusive thing that nobody's ever tasted or tried before. And we came up with these. I've never heard of them. What are they called?
Well, they're Smarties.
Smarties. It's an interesting name, isn't it? I've never heard of...
Only Smarties have the answer.
Well, I'm sure they must have the answer, but I wonder what the answer is.
The answer is orange.
Orange. Yes, you see, they got bought out by a telephone company. Or was it the other way round? I think they bought out a telephone company. You can help yourself. I can help myself.
You can help yourself, I'll let you.
So you've got a handful of these Smarties. Now, why... I want to know why, ladies and gentlemen... Why have they come out with just one colour and why orange?
Because they're tasty.
Tasty? Do they come out with other colours that are not orange?
Well, they have actually come out with a unicorn pack.
A unicorn pack?
Yes.
Now, I know somebody...
Who loves unicorns?
Who loves unicorns.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I haven't seen her for ages, so she went to Spain.
Yeah, she sounds like an absolute Fruit Loop.
She is a Fruit Loop.
I'd just get rid of that one.
Yes, I would.
Kick her to the curb.
Kick her to the curby-dacious. In it goes. So we're going to have the orange effect, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we know that if you have too many blue ones, things can go bonkers. But what happens if you have too many orange ones? Do you turn into an orange-a-tang? Do you turn into the Tango Man? A different brand, but never mind. Is it cream tea day, apparently? Yes, it's not cream tea today. What asteroids, says Glenn Johnson. Mark Sell says, please don't use any artificial colourings. If you need a tan, your wrist What?
Yeah.
You need to tan your wrist, Julia.
I think you might actually be right.
Yeah, tan your hide. Clyde. Well, you can't. Anyway, here we go. In they go. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
The tomato plants, Richard Suggett, the tomato plants, one of them has died.
No! I watered it every day you were away.
I know.
I watered it. I prayed to it. I sang it songs.
It's not your fault.
I played it the Vobes show.
It's not your fault.
And then it went... It tried to cover its ears, but, tomato plants don't have hands. So, mind you, they don't actually have ears.
No.
Walls have ears, apparently. They also do sausages, but don't let that worry you. Time for a cup of tea.
Yes.
So what, why? Why did it die?
It died because it wanted to be repotted, and I haven't done it yet.
Murderer!
That's not worthy, Richard!
Murderer! Plant murderer! How brutal. How brutal. But actually, ladies and gentlemen, Julia has an amazing story. For last night, she went over to see a friend.
Oh.
She went over to see a friend, and the next thing I knew... Well, I didn't know anything that she was going over to see a friend, but I suddenly had this knock on the door, a call for help. So tell us what happened. Because this is a genuine... Get your violins ready, ladies and gentlemen, please, because this is a genuine thing, a genuine story.
Well...
And I'll let Julia tell it in her own words.
Oh, now?
Yeah, now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because Julia can put it so much better than I can, because I don't really know what happened because I was barely there. Sorry. Julia's going to start any second now.
I'm completely losing all my words. Every time you open your mouth, it's like more brain cells die.
I have that effect.
I only had 2 to start with, and one got lost and the other went to find it. Meow. Yes, okay. So, yes, no, I saw this cat as I was going to my friend's house, and it was kind of lying prone on the road, in fact.
So you were driving, weren't you?
Yeah.
Driving to your mate's house, and then there was this cat in the road. And it wouldn't move, you told me.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't move at first, but then, it reluctantly got up and shoved it out the way. And it kind of stuck in my mind, but I didn't really think anything more of it until I still couldn't find a space 5 minutes later, and I was driving back around. And I got to the end of that road, and the cat was actually in an awkward position, near a busy road. So I was like, this is not right. Unfortunately, there was a spot for me to pull over and park up finally. So I did so, and, walked over to the cat. He looked like he thought about trying to get up and run away, but he didn't. He just lay there, and I managed to settle him down. And he was really, really skinny. He was filthy. He looked to be, a fairly elderly little gentleman. But yeah, and he had a wound on his tail, on the base of his tail. So it was hard to tell whether he'd been hit, kicked, or bitten by a dog or a fox or something. But yeah. So yeah, and I sat with him for a while. I stroked him, I calmed him down, got him to trust me, to the point where he let me pick him up and put him in my car. After I'd tried calling the number on his collar, it was not in use anymore. So what did I do then?
What did you do then?
I turned over the little tag and found an address, which I then typed into my phone and navigated to, but I was getting no answer. So I was starting to get a bit panicky. I would have taken him to Grove Lodge at that point, but
what is Grove Lodge?
Grove Lodge is a vet's on one of the big roundabouts in Worthing, and they're pretty good about. Well, they are very good about taking in injured and lost animals. So, but I was starting to have an anxiety attack by this point.
That's not good.
No, so I had to ring someone, and I couldn't ring my husband because, well, I could, but he wouldn't be able to help. So there was no point stressing him out with it.
He couldn't help because he didn't have the car?
He didn't have the car, and he was, he had a sleeping child upstairs, which he was staying in for. So, so I called my good dear friend, Richard here, who very, very delightfully came out and met me and came with me. We went back to the house, and fortunately they actually answered this time. didn't they?
They did. I just interrupted just briefly to say we had a technical hitch there with the picture. It froze, but I have now repaired it. So apologies for that. So as I'm noticing, you were all saying that there was a podcast going, and I was aware of that. But yeah, sorry, I've got it back now. Oh. So do apologies for that. It's probably because upstairs are probably using too much internet. So I'm sorry about that, but we have got picture anyway. So yes, so I turned up.
I don't know how much of the story you guys have heard then.
No, they heard all the audio.
Everything.
All
okay.
the audio went out. All the audio.
So,
it's just they didn't get. They couldn't see the delightful tones. So yeah, you got to the point where I came.
Yeah.
Along.
Where you came, I picked you up from the street corner.
That's right. Yeah, you did.
I did, and yeah, we went back to the house to try them again, and fortunately they came to the door, and you know, I'd left the cat in the car, and I explained, you know, I found a cat, he's in a bad state, you know, and I described the cat a bit and described his condition, and I said, you know, does the cat in general sound, you know, is this your cat? And they were like, well, yes. And does he have SA on his collar? I said yes. And they was like, oh my god, he's been missing a month.
A month, ladies and gentlemen.
So I was like, oh my god, well, hold on a minute, let me go get him for you. So I went and picked him up and brought him out. By the time I'd got back to the door, you know, more of the family had come out, and well, needless to say, they were pretty grateful to have their cat back.
Yeah, no, they were very grateful, and in fact, I'm just looking now because I did get a message. I can't remember where it went.
Yeah, the gentleman was patting his pocket, saying, "Oh, you know, I would like to, you know, would like to have given you something to say thank you." I was like, "Well, no. What you can do is you can check out the Bold Explorer on YouTube or Facebook."
Yeah, I mean, you did, and I was like a bit sort of miffed by that. Well, not miffed, but
miffed.
It was like, oh, check out, you've just saved your cat, and how can we thank you? Check out the Bald Explorer, she says. So that was interesting. Anyway, we got this response from a lovely lady called Diane, who said, last night my ex had a visit from somebody with our lost cat. The name was mentioned, but no other information. So my name, rather, the Bald Explorer. You found the cat who was called Sar. I would just like to thank you so much. He's dehydrated, but otherwise he's doing fine after the visit to the vets. Thank you. So that was, so, you know, it was absolutely lovely. So I'm glad that Diane managed to get her cat back and everybody is jolly and happy. Yeah, but yeah. So, you know, the lovely Julia last night, a hero. So,
that far.
Yeah, so then you had to have a cup of tea and just settle down.
Yeah. Just grateful for the opportunity to have been able to help that cat. There have been so many cats that I couldn't help as a child living in the Middle East, where they don't really have the same feelings towards animals as we do. So,
no, that's a terrible thing. You've seen some sights when you were over there, clearly.
Yeah.
Mark Selwood says, we got a cat poster out in our street. Somebody went looking there for their cat. Maybe you should get down there, Julia. Well, Mark Selwood, we're coming to Cornwall very soon. So we'll go looking for that cat then. Glenn Johnson says, we rehomed a cat 2 days later. He jumped through our kitchen window. Unfortunately, we were 17 stories up. What? No, I may have made that last bit up. Lovely story, says Wendy Wakelin. Sorry that the visuals were thing. All's well that ends well. Yes, I mean, at least that cat was found after a month. So that was really good. They eat cats there, don't they, apparently, in Saudi Arabia? Well, they do something nasty to them.
No, they treat them like vermin, and they will poison them. Yeah, they'll do lots of...
Anyway, so let's not dwell on that because you're getting all emotional. Jane Ainsley says, At last, I found you. Good evening, Richard and Julia, plus all the hugs.
Jane.
Get a camp bed ready, Mark. Oh, yes, you'll need somewhere to house us. Maybe bunk beds would be better. Steve Pilford says, kids of the 80s, who remembers The Cat Came Back? I'm not quite sure.
I can't remember how the tune goes. Wasn't it an advert?
Was it an advert? I don't even remember any of it. Now, talking of Mark Selwood sent a package, ladies and gentlemen. A lovely package, yes. You didn't know he had a nice package.
You.
Oh, shoot you, madam. And it came in the post. I haven't managed to redact the there it is. Redact the address on the front there.
You can't get the stuff.
You can't get the stuff. But if I do that very quickly,
just folded it.
so we get this little letter that says, "Hi Richard, just a little something to say. What a brilliant job you do with the walking videos and the shows. Hope you don't mind me using your face." Yes, and apparently he's been going around saying, "Hello, mate, I'm the Bold Explorer," in a Cornish accent, apparently. That's what he's doing. And he's been getting into pubs, and he's been chatting up women, and he's managed to get flights around the world just by pretending to be me. So he shaved all his head off.
All his head? Oh my gosh, he's got no head left.
He's got just a neck. And he says, so anyway, hope you don't mind using your face. One for you and one for Julia too. Take care, from Mark. Now, I got this far and then I realised there was something in it. I haven't seen it. We've had this box on the side. We've daren't looked in. It's been tantalising. We've kind of gone, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Can we open it now?
Yes.
Can we open it now?
Yes. So the first thing that I happened to see was this. You can open that. I can see what it is.
I just had a mild panic going, oh my god, it's 9 minutes to 9 already.
Yeah, I know. Time is flying, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, cool. You know what this is, don't you?
What is it?
It's your mouse mat, isn't it?
It's a floppy, is it?
It's your mouse mat. How cool is that? Doop-a-doo-dood.
Greetings from Cornwall. So that's a mouse mat, but there's more in the box. There is more, ladies and gentlemen. Look.
Yeah,
There's
look.
some...
We'll put it in use right now. Look.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! There's some paper here. There's more paper
Oh,
there.
I snorted. Did you see that piglet? You ran that way.
And then there's more paper here. And then there's... Oh, wait a minute. That's for you.
Fabulous. I always wanted one of these.
And there's more. Oh! And there's a box, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay, a box!
And there's another box,
Woohoo,
ladies and gentlemen.
boxes!
And another... Oh, soggy. And another box, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're still... Are we still live? Goodness. Oh, she's found... Oh, now that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
That was a silly mistake.
Hey, silly, that was
Silly mistake. I don't know why I did that.
Ectoplasm. You don't know what ectoplasm is, do
I
you?
do know what ectoplasm is, but I'm... Never mind.
No.
Never mind.
Victorian photographs. Ectoplasm. Anyway, so I guess one is yours and one is mine. They're obviously both the same. But he said, I sent an email telling Mark that we were going to open these in the show. And he said, don't get excited. And we're excited. I'm expecting...
How can we not be?
I'm expecting in a box like this, it's got to be a Rolex, hasn't it? Hasn't it got to be a Rolex?
Oh yeah, it must be a Rolex.
A Rolex. And I reckon there's diamonds and... all
Pearls.
Pearls. Yeah, all of that. So...
Because we rule his world.
We rule the world.
His world.
His world, that's right, we do. So, we're
I'm
opening
it.
Yeah,
I'm
just get
opening
on
it.
with
Ooh.
it. Wait, that's not a Rolex.
Pretty.
Don't break
Very
it, though.
nice. It's very, very nice. Would you like to see?
What is it?
Here you go. It's the Richard Vobes there. And greetings from Cornwall.
Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, I've got a similar one.
Similar, it's exactly the same, you nonce. Nah.
Yeah.
I just called you a nonce.
Yeah. That's so kind. What a lovely man. Greetings from Cornwall. There we go. For walking videos, visit the Bold Explorer website. Yes, and more. Visit and Facebook group and all of the stuff. What a lovely man you are. And then there's even a picture of the English flag in Cornwall.
In Cornwall.
In Cornwall. That is the wall of Corn. So, Mark, thank you. Don't get excited. What a lovely thing. Ectoplasmic. What? Residue.
Aww.
Great name for a band. You all right?
Yeah, I meant to do this.
Oh, you meant to do it.
Oh, maybe
so
we'll save
nice
that
one,
for
Mark.
another time.
Nothing happened tonight. Wow, wow. Very cool. Everyone's loving it. And we're loving it too. And in fact, Do you know what I'm going to do? I got some tea here.
Switchy.
I'm going to christen it live on the show. Ladies and gentlemen.
What are you going to call it?
I'm going to call it Richard's Mug. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Should have washed the cup out first. It was disgusting. No, I'm choking. I'm choking. And thank you for the mouse mat as well. That is going in the studio. And that is brilliant. You're a star. Thank you very much. That's it's the Cornish flag. I beg your pardon. It's the Cornish flag. we're flagging. So yeah. Now, what have you got there then?
Oh, this. Well, I think I might actually wait and use this on a time when we actually have another camera.
Oh yeah.
To look and watch on it.
I'm going to have some more of them Smarties.
There and let people continue wondering what it is.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's wondering what it is actually.
Now, next up on our
list.
highly packed show,
to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, nearly time for the I Declare a Thumb, but not quite yet.
No, not quite.
Got another half an hour yet for the Thumb Wars thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a gob full of sweets.
Mm.
Now,
Me too.
moving on quickly. You may be aware, ladies and gentlemen, that the lovely Julia and I had a ride last week, or the week before, whenever it was, on a trailer on the back of a steam engine. And you may recall that this young lady was all smutty, if I remember correctly. Her words, not mine. And
the term smutty meaning splodges of oil that splatter all over you from a traction engine.
Yeah, the smoke and the coal.
The engine itself kind of spatters the oil out of all its joints.
And she was all smutty in that way. Oh wait, is there another way of understanding what smutty is?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think there is.
I don't think that. That's exactly all I thought.
I wouldn't know. I'm a lady.
You are a lady. No, yes. A lady of some repute.
She'd like to think.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is, the reason I mention that is word has gone round, the idea has surfaced, has bubbled up, shall we say, like oil being thrust out of a pumping engine, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that. I don't know what's in the... What am I in the way of, Linda?
What's in the box?
Anyway.
Smog, says Emily. Anyway, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, the point is that Wendy very kindly has suggested... Wendy Wakelin, that is, has suggested that we could have another meetup. A meetup where members of the group, members of the public, members of some fans, basically, of the lovely Purple and Baldy show, as we're now rebranding it, have a meetup, go to a pub, have a meal, and then go and have a ride on the trailer of the didgeridoo. What's it called?
Yeah,
the Victoria
engine.
Empress of India. The Empress of India, the traction engine. And then maybe gather ourselves and do a live show at the end. How about that?
Sounds
We
awesome.
think that's an awesome idea. So the brain that is Wendy Wakelin and her lovely hubby Lloyd
Genius.
are going to let us know when it's possible, and we'll organise it. We'll put up the posters. We'll fly poster everywhere.
The extremely, extremely generous Wendy and family.
Yes, and tickets will only be £25 to me, but obviously you don't. Well, actually, £65 would do. £105. No, I don't think there's any price on it, unless, of course, we need to make a contribution to the coal, which I think is only fair. Contribution to the coal that the Empress of Chichester, Empress of India, rather, will be using up. So,
hi, Wendy.
So
Robson.
That will be good. Is it Wendy Robson, somebody you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Wendy Robson.
Friends.
Friends. All your friends are turning
I
up.
assume it's my Wendy Robson.
Yeah, it might be another one.
It could be another one.
Joe Smith says, or meet up at Tractor Fest. Well, we
There is that.
There is that too.
But Victoria's not due to be there, is she?
Yeah, no, Victoria's not.
And Victoria's our friend.
But don't worry, Joe. Don't worry, Joe. Although we've got Tractor Fest coming, we will be. What?
Steve Pilfor's got a good point.
What?
If they're all coming to this meet-up, who's going to watch the live?
there's always somebody. There's always people who can't come. It's an interesting.
That is a valid point. There are always people that can't come.
There's always people who can't come. People at the very last moment have got, broken legs. They've got their hair is the wrong colour or something.
That's a good idea. We could all just bring a lump of coal each.
Yeah, all bring a lump of coal.
I'm not sure if it'll work that way. I'm not sure if there's a specific size or shape or whatever.
Yeah, large. Just go to your nearest blacksmith and say, "Could I have a large piece of coal, please, lovely?" That would do it. No, you're quite right, Joe. We will be supporting and we will be doing singing and dancing as well for the Tractor Fest, Tractor Fest 2018. Don't panic, we will. But at the moment, not a lot of people know in our group all about it. We need to promote it, and as you know, I'm coming to Biddenden.
Yes, well done.
Biddenden.
First try.
I've been practising, ladies and gentlemen.
You've been standing in front of the mirror going, Biddenden.
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 Biddenden. And then every now and again I have to go, Belusic. Belusic. Biddenden. Belusic.
Pilfold.
Pilfold. I have to get these names. Sugget.
Wakelin,
because I have problems with names. But anyway, Wealdon Downland Museum that weekend says, what's it saying? No, can't do Tractor Fest. Another steam rally. Oh yes. Well, that's the thing. What we will do is liaise with the lovely Wendy, and we will sort it all out. And people will come in their thousands. And if they don't come in their thousands, they'll come in their individual selves. So it doesn't really matter. Which would be great. So sometimes it's hard to tell if it's steam or if it's the Vobes, says Nigel sadly. Yes, thanks for that. Thanks. It could well be. So anyway, never mind all that. Never mind it. That's all the future. That's all something to look forward to. But just for a moment, let's just change the mists of time. Did you see that all wibbly wobbly?
Went all timey wimey wibbly wobbly.
I want to find out.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
I want to find out how it went in Spain with the lovely Julia. And did you get married?
Well, that happened a while ago.
Oh yes, you're already married. I forgot about that.
No, my cousin got married.
Your cousin? It was your cousin. I knew somebody was getting married. So
family.
But tell us about. So you went to Valencia. What's it like? Because you weren't in Valencia. It was hot, was it? But you weren't in Valencia itself. You went to a little town within Valencia, didn't you? Or nearby.
Well, isn't Valencia the area?
I don't know. I know nothing about Spain.
There might be a town called Valencia, but I'm sure the area is called Valencia as well.
Oh, okay.
I think.
What was it like?
I might be wrong. It was lovely. It was gorgeous. I was really impressed with how many trees there were there. I don't remember seeing so many trees last time I went to Spain.
Oh, there was a tree that you showed us. Should have got the picture up, shouldn't we? We should have got the picture. But there was a tree. And what was it called, the type of tree you saw?
Ficus.
Ficus tree.
Ficus. I kept calling it Ficarus. And the Vobes is rubbed off.
Yeah, thanks.
It's like I kept calling the town that we were actually staying in. It's Castellon. But I kept calling it Castellon, as if it was...
Well, the trouble is that, you see, we're British, aren't we? And sometimes we have trouble with foreign... I say we.
Yeah.
I'm talking for myself, of course. I have trouble with English names. Biddenden. I have trouble with... my own name, Vobes. Yeah, no, I got that right this time. So, so it was very nice. Valencia rivals Sussex for fireworks. So does it? Thank you, Steve Pilfold, which is very nice. Right, I'm leaving for work now. I'll pick you up again when I get home, family permitting. Okay, thanks very much.
Bye, Nigel.
Bye, Nigel. So, so Valencia, you were there for 3 days.
4 days.
4 days.
4 nights, I think.
So, tell us about the wedding itself. Was it a traditional Spanish wedding?
Well, traditional modern Spanish wedding, yes.
Oh, okay. Traditional modern Spanish wedding. So, what do they do? There
was just subtle little differences. Like, throughout the actual reception, the Spanish would randomly hold their... You know the napkins you get to put over your laps? You're looking for one. Yeah, they'd like... get hold of it and just swing it around their
like
head.
That?
Yes, that's right. And swing it around their head, and they'd
And would they make a noise?
They'd yell it in Spanish. Kiss the bride, kiss the bride.
Hey, kiss the bride, kiss of the bride. Come on now, kiss of the bride.
My eardrums.
Sorry.
Blimey.
Blimey,
mate.
Kiss the bride. Kiss the bride. I don't know what accent that was.
Except they did it in Spanish.
Yes.
Go on then. Who knows Kiss the Bride in Spanish?
Snogger, hello, the...
I heard it enough times, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. Of course you can.
No, I can't even... No hablo español.
Yeah, Snoggy, the snim snabbler.
Español. Gee whiz.
Hi, everybody. Sorry to be late. It's Emily. It's Elizabeth. Sorry,
Huston.
begins with an E. So they were doing that, and where did they hold the reception? In a church? Was it a nice, beautiful, quaint Spanish church? No, the actual wedding.
The actual wedding was in a church.
Was in a church.
A town called Boriana. Boriano, I think it was.
I've had a Beriana. Often when I go to an Indian restaurant, I have a Beriana.
It was in El Cid country.
Oh, El Cid.
Now, I can't remember much about El Cid.
Oh, El Cid. Oh, I used to run a little greasy cafe in off the North Circular, El Cid. I used to go in there when I was squatting in North London for a while, and he would always go, "Here, Rich, come over here, mate." And I would say, "What?" He said, "I'm just a complete made-up character."
The worst thing is, so often I almost believe you when you do this, and then halfway through I'm like thinking, this is just bonkers. And I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, sorry. El Cid. Yes, it's a Spanish city, isn't it, El Cid?
Well, like I said.
Yes, sorry. Like you said. So it was a lovely, beautiful church. Was it one of these really old churches with a dusty...
No, it was a fairly modern thing.
Oh, okay. But nice.
Yeah.
With flowers?
Outside of it, there was a nice model of how the town looked originally. It was like a little fortress thing, and it still has the moat around it.
Oh, wow.
Which was pretty cool.
Filled with water?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bloody dry. Blinking dry.
Blown dry. All the water was blown away.
Bone dry.
Bone dry, ladies and gentlemen. Bone.
So,
Bone.
But it was cool.
Yes.
But it was awkward to get to because obviously the coach had to drop us off further away than we'd... No. Well, over the other side of it. We had to cross the moat.
Oh, I see.
To get to the wedding.
So there were flowers and all nice things
Of course, there was lots of flowers and decorations.
And what was the vicar like?
He was Spanish.
Was he Spanish? Hello, the vicar here. We all gathered here on the face of God.
I have to admit, I struggled a bit with the church bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're a pagan.
I'm not atheist.
No, you're a pagan.
And I had Islam and Christianity shoved down my throat as a kid. Well, okay, Islam wasn't shoved down my throat, but it was constantly around. You know, the mosques blaring and 5 times a day.
So after the happy event, and they said, "Where's the ring? Where's the ring? Look at the flipping ring! Oh, I've lost the flipping ring. Where's the blooming ring? Oh, I don't know. I had it a minute ago. Well, use a bottle opener." What?
Where's the end button?
Oh, there is no end button. There is no end button. So whilst they were looking for the ring, I mean, they did the rings,
la 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 la
la la la la la la. And did they sing a few holy Hello Marys?
No, there was a Holy Communion and stuff.
Oh, was there?
There was a bit of a pause where I think they were waiting maybe for people to come up.
Dogs?
I nudged the husband because he's supposedly Catholic. And I was like,
go and break the bread, eat the table, mend the chair, all that kind of stuff. And then afterwards, where did you have the reception?
The reception was held elsewhere. So we all had to traipse back to the coaches and then drive out for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. In between some orange groves and olive groves. There was this beautiful, I think it was a modern building, mostly glass sides. But inside it had floor-to-ceiling trees in bags. It was kind of bizarre.
Floor-to-ceiling trees in bags?
Yeah, but they were palm trees, in fact. And actually, one of my friends said...
boil in the bag.
Why did you want to boil a tree in a bag? I don't know. But anyway, and she said that she recalls there's some sort of... I got distracted by Mark's thingy then. Some sort of disease that they're getting. So they're probably keeping them indoors to try and keep them from...
So you're going to say that the trees have got a disease, so they're all being put in bags?
No.
Tesco's?
Kind of.
Every little helps.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Anyway, Mark Selwood does say that Spanish vicars are much more sexier. Is that true? Was he the little Spanish vicar, the little balding...
Can't say I've ever found any vicar sexy. You know, very nice gentleman.
Very nice gentleman. Smack on head. No, obviously
I'm not sure about that.
Now, the other thing is you posted a picture. You wore this dress. You wore this wonderful dress with these wonderful shoes and this wonderful hair. Oh, you're still wearing the hair. And it was all very wonderful and got a lot of attention because you did look rather spectacular.
I felt $1 million. The bride looked 2 million or 20 million, I should say.
But I reckon you were chasing that bride like nobody's business. You could have snapped up the groom. Was he a nice... Oh, it was your cousin. Yes, all right. So, but talking of dresses...
Dresses! There
There was some shoes that you were interested in wearing,
There
but
was,
you
because-
didn't get round to it. Tell us about...
To the wedding. Oh, I didn't wear them at the wedding, but I did wear them the next night when the family all gathered again.
So you were
for the
itching
evening.
to show them?
Oh, yeah. Well, the reason I was going to show them is because tonight, Richard...
Yes. Mavis.
I was supposed to be at roller disco. Well, I was supposed to be. I wanted to have been at roller disco, but I decided that with this wrist, it's only been 2 weeks today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just so you don't know, just so you don't know, just so that you...
In case you don't know,
just so we cock this up,
fell on my wrist at roller
Julia goes
disco.
on a Friday night roller discoing, which is on...
Oh, thanks, Mark. You just said I'm 25 million.
Yeah, 25 million, exactly.
You suck up.
So, she goes to roller disco with her family, and they all have a lovely time, but 2 weeks ago, you didn't have quite such a lovely time because you went, whoa!
Yeah.
And smacked up your wrist.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Landed
Whoa!
Well, it went more like this. Whoop, 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 oh, boom.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And you'd had this balloon wrist for a long time.
Well, for several days, and I've been wearing
So that's why you haven't gone
supports and
tonight?
stuff. That's why I haven't gone tonight, because I know I would just want to skate like I would normally skate, and you know, I will probably end up leaning on something and using it.
Yeah, so tell us about these shoes. I'm just trying to...
Well,
I'm
you
leading
see-
up to these shoes.
I would have been wearing these babies.
Wow, look at those babies.
My Moxies.
Moxies?
Yeah. They're made by a
Company.
a Californian lady.
Oh,
Ladies'
Mrs.
company.
Mrs. Moxie?
Moxies. No, I don't know why she called them Moxie, actually.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
remember. But they are gorgeous. They were
So-
not cheap, but
so
they are
there's a
they are a
different-
dream to drive.
There's a difference between these rollerblades
These
and...
are quads.
Oh, quads.
You got the two pairs,
Yeah,
forward and back. Inlines.
of wheels. 2 pairs of wheels.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just saying, for the people who are thick, occasionally we get the odd thick person watching.
We're not all like you.
No, not all, but most. So, but others are
Inlines.
inlines.
They're a slightly different wheel. They're a thinner wheel.
Yeah.
And they are all in one line.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
So I've
also
seen-
known as blades.
Ah, yeah.
They're not blades,
but they're not really
just
blades.
a blade of wheels.
Right. Oh, okay. So these are your specially made ones.
As you can see, this is my right one, and that's quite well used. Oops, sorry, I've just bumped the sound.
So that's the thing
that's
that
the
breaks
stopper
you.
I normally use, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain how it works for those people who don't know. You put
Yes. So you're skating along,
Yeah.
and then you tilt
Yeah.
to stop yourself.
Right. Okay.
So look at this one. Hardly used at all, except that one big smudge,
Right.
which is the very one that brought me down.
So you use your left stopper by mistake.
I did. I need to
and
practice
you
with
lost
my
control.
left. I lost control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But anyway, never mind
lost balance.
those. I want to get onto the other shoes.
Because
The wonderfully large
something
nose
making
you've
a
got.
weird noise down there. Because my feet are unhappy because they were supposed to be in those this evening.
Sad feet.
I decided, hang on. Excuse me a moment, Richard. I decided I'd wear these ones instead today.
Oh my
I don't know if they
gosh.
can see them.
Oh my gog.
They're a bit tall.
The-
They make me much taller.
yes, I want to hang on. Let me just go.
5'2" to like 6 foot nearly, I think.
What size of that?
Look, they've got a pretty sole as well.
Oh my
Sole
god.
protectors on
So
them.
what type of shoes are these?
These are irregular choice heels.
Irregular choice.
Irregular choice.
That's the name of the My God, I didn't you could bend your leg. How far can you bend your leg?
I was a dancer for 8 years.
Oh right, little bendy girl. We
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a bottle of
And
Bendy
I put
Boy the
my
other
feet
week.
Down.
Yes, put your feet down. Oh my God. So I need to have a migraine tablet now. But they're massive, great platforms.
They are.
Yes, it makes you... And I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, because normally she's a bit of a short ass, but when she wears those, golly, I have to be careful because she towers above me. Towers!
I wouldn't say towers.
Oh my God, look at that. She just shot up into the world, ladies and gentlemen. We nearly didn't see her. So... But what Julia, the lovely Julia, TLJ, says that from now on in all the videos that we do where we're walking through slushy fields and mud and all that sort of stuff,
He thinks it's funny.
she is going to be wearing her irregular choice shoes. But they all come with different...
In Special Max.
In Special Max. But they all come in different colours and there's like limited editions
Yeah,
and
there's-
they're...
Most of them are pretty much limited edition. You know, they only make for a season and then they will stop making those particular ones. Some styles are more classic and will be repeated in different materials.
I want some, basically. I want my own high heels now.
Oh, I've already started falling in love with another pair. They're so pretty, and they've got big bulbous globe thing at the back with like a forest scene inside, and they've got a deer and mushroom and a what is it, rabbit and things like that. It's just so cute. I want a ladybird inside.
So,
moving swiftly on.
On another note, ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure we've got some people still watching. Girl thing going on. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I thought platforms went out with the Ark. Well, I'm not sure. They probably went on the Ark, didn't they? Otherwise, you couldn't get going. Cheryl Craig says, my lightsaber shoes are the best.
They are, Cheryl. They really are. Love those.
Kevin Hall says you could wear them on street corners, Richard. I would. Matthew Holdsworth is back from work. My wife says, Steve Polford says, has shoe issues. I have a box of tissues, but let's not talk about that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I bought something the other day because I was unhappy. As you know, I have been out to the Forest of Dean, and all those videos will come out very soon. I don't know what that is. I think
it's a tribble. It's a tribble. Ah!
Yes, I think they live, those tribbles, in the Forest of Dean. Anyway, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, I just thought I'd share this with you because coming up you'll see why. I bought this camera the other week. I've tested it out, love it. I've been doing my vlogging with it, and it seems to be doing very good. But when I came to taking the photos, this is the lens that came with it, and I thought, it's not too good for the old zoom business, because I got to Tintern Abbey, or the Devil's Pulpit, and I had a look at the Devil's Pulpit, and I couldn't really see it terribly. I mean,
or the Devil's Pupil.
I was at the Devil's Pupil, and I couldn't see his pulpit, which is a bit of a worry for the devil, because I wanted to play in his pulpit. So
it wasn't Satan the cat.
No, it wasn't Satan the cat. So what I went... Oh, bother. So what I've gone and done, ladies and gentlemen, at huge expense, purely for the show, you understand, purely to improve the quality of the show from time to time, I've bought myself a little bag. And inside the little bag... The studio is falling to bits, ladies and gentlemen, not surprised. I've got myself another lens. This is a long lens, this one. And it's very exciting. This is a moment for the boys. You see, we've seen all the business with the shoes. I can't remember how you... I mean, want to take these out now. Oh, yeah. Comes off like this. Oh, it's very exciting. You have to be very careful because I don't want to break this. That comes like that. This... This is erotic, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It is erotic.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Snips on like this and watch. Oh, every man wants one of those. So that I've got now a longer lens for doing close-ups. So you know those shots. Do you remember when it was Fergie? I think it was Fergie in a garden, and there was a whole thing about. People were hiding in the bushes doing all... I mean, that dates me. I know it goes back a long way. Anyway, I bought a lens for a Canon camera. So I thought if she's showing off with her stuff... The cat's mother's stuff. Yeah, I thought I'd show off with mine. So there we go. So that was exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not really. Nearly time for I Declare a Thumb War, but that got to go on the bottom before you put your big smelly fingers on it. Charming, though.
Ever the charmer, aren't you?
Oh, I am, yes. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, moving swiftly on, how are we doing? It's an extender. It's kind of, steady on, Richard, partridge. I don't know what that means. What's he talking about?
I like that. Ben Johnson said he's going to buy himself a new bass amp for the show.
Yes.
I think
you should buy a new bass. Just buy anything you want. And just call it For the Show. And that's what you tell the tax man.
It's for the show.
It's for the show. You don't seem to understand. It's for the show. So there we go. So what's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh, we've got 10 minutes or so.
I've got something in the other room. I left something in the other room that I needed to bring in.
Well, don't worry, because we're going to have plenty of time for that. Because I need to move all these gubbins. We're going to go and have a look in the group. And see what the group...
It's gallery time.
It's gallery time.
Gallery time.
All right, gallery. Are you all right, gallery?
Get your dancing fingers ready.
Get the dancing fingers ready. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? No.
Peter, Paul.
Fly away, Peter.
Bog off, Paul. Okay. Right, here we go. Stand by on your beds. let's have a look. And whilst I'm doing the group, maybe the lovely young lady can nip into the back room and grab whatever the thing it was that you've forgotten. So here we are. Let's start with she's disappearing already with her irregular shoes. So here we go. This is the first one we found in the group today. Emily Champion has been to Cane Hill, the Victorian Asylum. And I don't know if you can see her. She's right at the top. Oh, no. I think she just jumped. But anyway, she was on the top waving a few minutes ago. Next to that, it looks like a silver birch, actually. So anyway, she's had a lovely time in the asylum. And judging from her last appearance on the show, she probably needed it, which was great. Meanwhile, Claire Leach. Claire Leach. She's been photographing.
Where am I? I'm at a station. Where am I? What station is it? Can you tell me? I'm lost. It's supposed to be on the 2:30 to Clapton Junction, but I can't find it. Don't know where it is. Oh, blimey. Help.
So if anybody knows where that is, do let her know. Send a postcard or some such thing. Cheryl Craggs is in Northumberland. She said, I took a walk from my house, a nice little stroll. I found myself on this incredibly sandy beach. And I have to say, look at it, it's deserted sandy beach. So we're all going up to Northumberland for our holidays and think what a lovely place that will be. Meanwhile, Tom Crawford, he's got on another beach and he's found some bits of old boats. Yes, this is on the Essex Marches near Tolls Hunt, D'Arcy, whatever that means. But it looks a bit of a wreck, and I wouldn't recommend getting over to France in that one, even if you are in Essex. Steve Pilfold, oh yes, that reminds me, we've got a video of Steve Pilfold's to play yet, before we let everybody go. Steve Pilfold says, where am I? And he shows us a picture of a train, and unless you're a bit of a person who knows the numbers of the trains, I can't see how you could possibly work that out. Unless you happen to know where that big sticky thing is that's sticking out of the train. It's like a train spear. So I'm not quite sure where that is. Meanwhile, Julie Ann Kench is in Bexhill with some cut-out people. There's a singer who's got a cap on, which is a bit odd. There's a bloke on a bike. Well, you can see all this. And there's somebody looked like he's unzipped his fly and he's got some third leg going on there. I'm not quite sure what that is, Julie.
Very odd.
Yes, I don't think you should be posting those sort of pictures here. Simon Brown is over and out in Swavesey in Cambridgeshire amongst the thistles. Thanks very much, Simon, for doing that. Richard Suggett poses the question, I'm on a busy road, but which one? It could be anywhere, really, except there's no hard shoulder on that one. So what part of the nation is that? Who knows? The lovely Mark English, Mark with a Q, has been practising the Merry Wives of Windsor for his latest production at Polesdean. I can't read it now because it's disappeared off the thing, but he'll put the plug on. I know he will. 13 amp, please. And finally, Jay Carter. Jay Carter, lost your blooming picture. Wait, hang on, Jay. Here it is. She's got a boot scraper. Woo-hoo! A boot scraper.
Boot scraper!
Which he found in Midhurst. So thank you very much for all those pictures. Do check out the Bald Explorer group pages. You'll see many more photographs. Contribute where you go. Go for a walk. All that kind of nonsense. Stick them in there.
All
we
your
love
explorings.
it. Yeah.
Show us. Share us.
Exactly.
We likes it.
We likes all of that. Now, hang on a mo. So that's it. Sarah Paul's just gone. Dan, smell my cheese. I'm not reading the comments now. They've all gone a bit bizarre. Finally, we have, before we get to the Thumb Wars end and whatever it is that you're cheekily up to, Steve Pilford wants to sort of tell us a little yarn of where in Sussex. So where in Sussex are you, Steve Pilfold?
Well, I'm in a lane near Ringmer, and I don't know if you can see here. There's an old pump from back in the day when you used to have to go and pump your own water from in the street. But I'm just going to head up the lane a little bit. Up there somewhere. Because there's something a little more interesting. So here I am near Ringmer, near the entrance to the Plashett estate, just there. And what have we here? Well, if we have a look at the plaque, this is the site of 2 soldiers' graves possibly killed in a duel circa 1800. Now, quite what happened, we don't know. We don't know what the duel was about. We don't know why they were fighting. They may have come from nearby barracks. We don't even know that. There appears to be no official record, but here they lay. 2 graves, very nice in the spring, surrounded by daffodils. That's a rather hot day in June, so no daffodils today. But yeah, quite why and how they happen to be here remains a mystery.
So there we are. Interesting, those soldiers' graves. Thank you very much, Steve Pilfold. You're a star for keep coming up with the videos. If you would like to make your own Vobing report and send it in to us, do send it into the show and we'll show it. But if you put it on the group first, then there's no point in us showing it because everyone's seen it, you see. It's quite easy.
I did have a couple to kind of show tonight, but they need editing. But so maybe another time.
And we've almost run out of time.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've almost run out of time.
Spain will have to wait.
Spain. Hey, hello.
I don't know why that's Italian, surely.
Yeah, I know it is, yes, of course. It's nearly time for I Declare a Thumb War to find out who is the winner of this year's coveted prize. A furry...
Tribble.
Trouble
with tribbles.
Oh.
Ah!
Yeah, that one's got
That
no
dealt
trouble.
with that then, didn't it?
No trouble whatsoever in that tribble. So, but before that, I gather that there is something...
Let me eat some spinach.
Oh, let you eat some spinach. No, before we get to the thumb war thing and the end of the show, you went out into the other room just now.
I did.
I cannot think why, ladies and gentlemen. What was that? Let's have a big toe war. Yes, not with her platform shoes on.
Yes, let's do that.
No.
Clunk.
Yes,
Ow!
yes, there won't be much left of me. So you've got a box in your hand. What's all this about?
This is a present for you from Valencia.
Hey,
From me, my husband and my son.
From Valencia.
From
She's a nice girl. I like
Oh,
Valencia.
she's ever such a nice
Yeah,
lady.
she's lovely. From your hubby, your son and yourself.
Yes.
And I can't read a thing it says a munt.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Oh, I'm not worried. A munt.
Just open it.
Okay, it's exciting.
No flapping.
No.
Just open.
Oh, okay.
No flapping, just unwrapping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look.
Oh, you always wanted some screwed up newspaper.
Oh, but I had loads earlier.
Yeah.
The dog's eating it. The Vobe dog.
I headed that one.
Oh! What have we got in here?
Oh, surprise.
Surprise.
I think you need a whole new display cabinet
Woohoo!
just for your mugs.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the mug show.
Oh,
Piglet.
that way.
Oh, how lovely is this? Oh, look at that. And is that the castle gate and the city that... Oh, this is Valencia itself. Oh, wait a minute. There's money.
That's the money you were supposed to pick up for having looked after my animals
Oh.
and refused to take.
Oh, yes.
No, sir, we're not having that. Put that towards the next mini adventure or something. I don't care. It's yours.
Oh, right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very kindly.
Yes, so the lovely...
You've all witnessed this now.
Yes. So, just to quickly explain, the lovely Julia said, whilst I'm away, can you go and feed my 3 cats, your tortoise, your hamster, and your fish, and your snake?
We didn't have to feed the snake. You just needed to watch
water
over him.
it, yeah. And water my
Plants.
alpine strawberries,
Strawberries.
and that little shriveled tree of yours. What's it called? Bonsai tree. Bonsai tree. So I did that. I went and did all that watering, and she left some money, and I thought, well, you don't need to pay me to do that. So
I would have paid a lot more for a cat sitter, a pet sitter.
a cat sitter.
She's technically a cat sitter, but
Do you
obviously
mean
she ends
there's-
up having to look after...
There's
you know,
somebody that you pay to go round sitting on cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, wow. So there we go. It's the same one
It's
that
better
goes...
than putting them in a cattery.
Yes.
It's
oh,
less
yes.
stressful for them. They get to stay in their own environment.
Well, thank you for the money.
No, you're welcome.
I should put
I'm
that towards the
very,
show.
so very grateful. I
But
mean,
thank you for the mug.
I thought
That's-
it was very bold explorer-y.
It is. It's very boulder explorer. So we've had. So we've had a right few mugfuls today. Thank you so much. This is so marvellous. And by the way, we will be releasing some Bold Explorer mugs. So you will be able to get your own mugs, Bold Explorer mugs, official ones, soon. I know we've been talking about it, but we will be doing it soon.
I
So
just
thank you.
realised something.
What's that?
I forgot to buy a postcard in Spain.
Oh, go back.
Yep.
Go back and
Oh,
get it. Yeah.
drat.
Take that.
Come on then.
Get on the flight. and you'll be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the end of the show. The time is up. But who is going to be the winner of the coveted prize? It's £30. £30
And a tribble.
and a tribble for your trouble. So who's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, let's just get this finished before we disembark.
Ready for this?
I'm ready for
Are
this.
you ready for this?
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? One,
One, two, three, four. I declare a thumb war.
Da, 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 da. Oh, you nearly had it then. You nearly had it. But no one can beat the old Vobes' big thumbs. Go on, try.
One, two, three, four. I just won a thumb war.
Hey! So the triple is yours.
Hey!
The 30 quid is yours.
No.
Oh, that tickled.
Ow, that really hurt my wrist.
That'll teach you. So, oops. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Normal service will be returning at some point in the future, but we don't really know when. We've had a lovely show. It's been lovely to have you back.
Thank you.
And it's nice to see your rightful place on the here with the Tibble.
Tibble.
Whatever the furry thing.
Tibble. Oh, tribble.
Oh, yes, the tribble.
Trouble.
The trouble with Tribble. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
When you hear this music,
It means I gotta fish some money out of my shirt. And it means no, not the Orgasmatron.
it's so fun. Emily, champs. You're a naughty girl.
I can't bear it. No, that's too much. That's too much. Oh, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Thank you so much. Put the tribble on the end. And there, ladies and gentlemen, for your delectation.
Like some weird beef eater.
Hello, tribble. Oh, We will see you again in the future, probably Monday, no doubt. Have a great weekend from the lovely Julia and myself. It's been nice knowing you.
Thank you, Richard.
Till the next time, goodbye.
TTFN.
TTFN.
Have a wonderful evening, guys.
Have a wonderful evening.
And a wonderful weekend.
Oh, yes, a wonderful weekend.
A wonderbar weekend.
Bye.